I think I saw a CBS News report, you're really more about celebrating Italian-American heritage in addition to Christopher Columbus. Is that a good kind of summary?
Well, that's a good summary. However, let me just start off by saying that we're all in favor of indigenous people having a day. We firmly support that. We just don't think we need to replace a federal holiday like Columbus Day with Indigenous Peoples Day. They deserve a day and they should be celebrated. But we feel, as Americans, and not only as Italian Americans, that Christopher Columbus represents a discovery. He was the person who made the single most important discovery in the history of the world. He brought Europe and the New World together. And we feel that this day, which has been celebrated for many years, should be maintained. Christopher Columbus, not only did he make the greatest discovery of the world, and in the world, but he also was a person who tried to spread Christianity. That was, as a matter of fact, one of his main goals in his discovery and in his exploration. So, as Italian Americans, of course, we're proud of the fact that he was an Italian and that he made this great discovery. But we're Americans first, and we believe that all Americans should be celebrating his discovery. I mean, if it weren't for his discovery here, we wouldn't have had the immigration over the hundreds of years that we've had, and to make this country the great country that it is.
So now, obviously, a bill. Now, you saw the news out of here in Montana, where the Montana House of Representatives voted to approve replacing Columbus Day with Indigenous Peoples Day. And of course, Montana House of Representatives is majority controlled by the Republicans right now, so that passed a Republican-controlled House of Representatives. But I'm sure you've heard some of the arguments from those on the left where they say, well, Columbus, if we celebrate Columbus Day, we're celebrating slavery and we're celebrating racism and all that. They ignore the fact that America helped end the institution of slavery.
Yeah, and the problem is that there is so much false narrative out there. There are revisionists who want to, tell people all kinds of negative things about Columbus, which are totally untrue. And it just seems that in the country today, especially on the left, they're just trying to do things that are not sounded in historical fact. So it gets the soundbite, and for whatever reason, people who are not informed want to do things that are really not justified. We're very proud to be Italian. My dad was born in Italy, but he always voiced how proud he was to come to this country and to have his children here, and we were, that's the way we believe in God, in hard work, integrity, honesty. That's what Italian Americans stand for, and we believe that doing away with Christopher Columbus is an affront to our heritage and culture. And we're going to go on and on and on until we have the truth be known, where instead of this these revisionists of history and putting a negative narrative out there, we want the truth to be known and let people judge by the truth.